Can you hear what I'm saying? Hi. It works. Yes. that was awkward. I was sitting talking to myself for a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna remember to look in the camera because that's one of the reasons I want to do this too. Because I really want to try out to use my camera for live streaming. So I'm hoping that the picture quality is a little bit better. My computer doesn't have it has a camera, but a built-in camera, but it's broken, so I can't use it. So that's what I'm thinking. I'll try to use my camera because one of the ideas that I'm having now is for this trip. I actually had a bit of a breakdown where I thought that I would stop doing YouTube. I didn't share it on YouTube, but I shared it on Instagram because I thought it was difficult because I'm so slow in uploading and everything. And then someone said I can do live streams. And it's something I thought about before. And I thought, oh, I'm going to try to do that. So that can be like once a month, I can do a little live stream from where we are during the travel. So it might be outdoors, it might be in a little hostel, it might be in the car, we'll see. But I'm thinking I can do a little live stream like this and just talk a little bit. Thank you so much. I am working on my next video now, which is, I'm sorry for not looking into the camera, but I need to do mending, and then I thought I could do it at the same time. But I realize now that it might look very impolite that I'm not looking in the camera. But it is for a good purpose because I need to mend the clothes. So my woolen pants should probably mend from the inside though. That would have been smarter. But whatever. This is how I'll do it. So yeah, I'm working on a new video, which I filmed quickly, and I'm gonna try to finish editing it today, and put it up tonight. Because that's also one thing. I'm going to try to have a faster turnaround. Usually it can take me like a work week to finish a video, and that is a very long time. And YouTube it's wonderful, and I'm very grateful, especially for all the channel members and patrons, and then of course for everybody who watches. But AdSense doesn't pay very well, so then I thought, is it really worth 1 week of my time to do this? And I get lately I get what, like $200 maybe for a month, which isn't very good wages if you're working full time on something. And then I thought maybe I should just focus on my documentaries. They're not paying anything at all though, so then I thought, oh, I better do YouTube, because then I can keep up with people and I can practice my video making, and I really enjoy you people. You're just so lovely. And then I decided to continue with my YouTube videos, and instead actually try to make more YouTube videos so that I can kind of justify it. Because before Yonghong and I was talking, and it would have made more sense for me to maybe focus on only Chinese social media and not English spoken content, because it makes more money for us now. And this trip is going to cost a lot. So that's why I'm talking a lot about money, because it is a worry. But I think it's going to work out now. I have kind of an idea. I am uploading most of my Instagram videos as YouTube Shorts, I think. Almost all of them. So if you go into the Shorts tab on my YouTube page, you should be able to find them. Oh, thank you, member Fischl. I don't know how to pronounce it. It is time intensive with 2 kids. We have, like, that's something we are worried about. So the thing is now, if I can finish a video, if I could maybe edit it in the evening when they're sleeping, if I could maybe spend 2 evenings editing a video per week, then that would give me a lot of time to film my documentaries and take photos, which is one of the main purposes as well of this trip, to document a lot. And then I could have a lot of time for the kids too, because we won't be having anyone to help us babysit. Because now, when we have a very intensive period, the kids are with their grandparents a lot, but on the road, we won't have anyone. So it's us. And I also want to more actively do activities with them when we're outside and kind of explore the areas we're in and maybe go to museums and things like that. Thank you, Nick. Little Chinese Everywhere and I have collaborated. I interviewed her, and I really want to upload it. But the problem now is that I want to edit it a little bit. So that's the issue now, and it's kind of it's not time sensitive video, so I can push that one and instead upload the videos that I think are more time sensitive, like the one I filmed yesterday when we prepared the car and everything. I went on a little tiny little mountain trip here, and I think that's more time sensitive. And then when I'm talking to Little Chinese Everywhere, I could post that during the trip too, because I think it will be very helpful for anyone to just hear her ideas on traveling in China and how to get the best experience. So that's why I'm kind of pushing that video and try to finish these ones first. And also the funeral videos, I really want to get them up before we set out as well. So after the video I'm posting yesterday, not yesterday, today, tonight, hopefully, there will be 4 videos from the funeral. One will be the actual funeral, and then 3 videos that will be about the funeral, kind of explaining it, and then two with my mother-in-law, and one with just me and my thoughts. And if you're interested in the funeral, then really check out my Instagram. I'm sharing a lot there, both in posts. I will be sharing a lot of posts, but also in my stories. And I've had so many other people sending me messages about this, and it's been really, for me, it's been a really lovely experience to talk about death, which might sound weird, but I think it's a topic that's not talked about a lot. So that's why I really enjoyed doing that. And there seemed to be a lot of other people too who enjoyed talking about it and sharing their cultures and their experiences, both in like with me and then also like officially with a little, you can do those little question boxes on Instagram where you can then share people's answers. So that's been very nice. Oh, like she was actually in Qinghai not long ago, but I think she was just a bit too busy, so we couldn't meet up. But it would have been lovely to meet her in the puppy, but unfortunately we can't now. We'll see if we can meet later on the road. We are sitting out. Oh, I don't know if I should tell you. Should I tell you? We are hopefully sitting out tomorrow. So that's why I'm a bit panic mending my clothes now, because I need to do it now or it won't get done. So I'm packing all the clothes. Everything in the car is set up. I packed all the food. Food is actually standing next to me. It's not that much, but the thing is, we'll be buying a lot on the road. So I packed all the like kitchen utensils and everything. And now I finished one pair of pants. Look, it's not pretty, but it's on my butt, so nobody's gonna see it. And it's gonna be like pajamas, so it's fine. And then I know these were also broken somewhere. Don't know where. It's not on the arms, then maybe here. I can't find it. I know they were ripped somewhere, or I wouldn't have put them here. Oh, here it is. A little hole. Oh, it's big. Anyways. If we will travel to other countries, We would love to. I mean, it would be amazing to travel the whole world. But the thing is, the kids are small now, and we have this chance to travel for a long time now before they start school. So we're taking that opportunity and we're traveling through China. And we could, we're thinking about driving from China to Sweden too, travel either by car or train to Sweden at some point. But for now, for 2023 and 2024, we're hoping we'll be out all next year as well. So that will be a year and a half through China, maybe some of 2025 too. And that's China. And then after that, we'll see about other countries. For now, I think those like Sweden and China are the most important countries to us. But Yonghong is very keen to go to Japan. I would love to go to Japan too, but it's not been like I haven't dreamt about traveling so much. Like there are not that many places I'm like, oh, I want to go there. Right now, I'm very happy traveling, yeah, in Sweden and in China. But I think there's so much to explore in each country. So if you go like traveling to, I mean, if we went to Japan for a week, I feel like we wouldn't have time to really explore the country. So that's why we're now spending 2 years or a year and a half in just traveling through China. So it's hard to get the kind of experience I want in a very short time. But we might go there anyways. Yonghong has not studied at university. He studied some like mechanic thing, like fixing broken airplanes. So that was what he was doing, and then he quit his job because he didn't find it very satisfying to do the same thing all day, although it was very convenient. So sometimes now he can look back and like, wow, because he had to work like 6 hours a day, and it was a very slow pace, and it was like, yeah, it was very easy. And now he's working 24/7 basically. So, but he's doing something he loves, and he's doing it with me, so it's fine. um, we did not finish the bathroom. The bathroom is still unfinished. We plan to fix it. Um, we actually plan to get it fixed in September, but due to some mysticism, there are some like they have dates for everything here. So like when they're doing something big, they have to check the dates if it's a good date, and if it's not, then they won't do it. So it's not a good date for I think it was like 90 days, and we don't want to wait for 90 days before it's set out. So after Chinese New Year, we're hopefully coming back here. Thank you, Yanni. Yanni Zhang, thank you so much. Um, so we haven't been able to finish it now, but we hope to get it done by Chinese New Year, because we are hoping to be back here by Chinese New Year and celebrate Chinese New Year before we continue on the road. Yeah, some superstitious things. And I kind of like that we go by that. It's quite sweet, and it's my parents are not good at checking dates, so people often come to them for advice. So we also trust um, their word on the matter. But yeah, I thought if anybody has time to write, like an idea I have is to do little live streams like this while I'm on the road, where I just talk a little bit and maybe update you where we are. Because chances are my updates will be a little bit later than maybe like 2 weeks behind where we are. So then if we do live streams, then you can see where we are at the moment, like what's going on at the moment. Hi, Court in the art of in the act of documentaries. So That's one idea I have. And then I talked to people on Instagram and they said to just make simple vlogs. And that's what I'm thinking I'll do. Like, if anybody opposes this, please let me know. Because before I also thought I should do only better and better like videos here, but then I don't have time to give it my all, so I can't give it my all. So instead of that, I'm gonna do vlogs that might not be the most meaningful content, but still it keeps people updated where we are and introduces some local, events or places. And then the documentaries that I'm making during this trip, I can give them my all, and put everything into them, like my heart and everything, so that they are like the highest quality that I can produce. And I'm going to do it myself, so it's obviously not the production quality of a big team, but that's my plan. Inosu, I don't know what that is. Is that a person, or is Inosu a place? We are planning to visit rural areas. That's what my passion is, to document life in rural China. I think there's a lot of material and a lot of people in the cities, and a lot of content from the cities. And the city life does not interest me as much. Nothing against cities. I also like to go to cities sometimes, but it's not something I'm passionate about. So I prefer the rural areas, and that's what I want to document. But we will also be going to cities, but hopefully more rural areas than cities. Norway people. I am from E minority. I know there are some E minority in Sichuan, so hopefully we will be going to some of those villages. We went to an E village. We had Lian too then, I think. We had both of the kids, so that must have been. No, we did not have 2 kids, so we only had Sansan. We went there in, would it be like 2020? We went to an e-village, got one of those baby carriers, because they're carrying their kids on their backs a lot. So we got a really beautiful baby carrier there, remember? And yeah, so we're hoping to see a lot of minority cultures. And when I'm doing my documentaries, I'm hoping to also be able to keep the interviews in their native languages, and then find a translator who can help me translate the interviews, because I think that would just be a lot nicer than having everyone speak their second language. So I'm hoping to do that. If we have any safety concerns traveling in China, I am very naive. I'm not too worried, to be honest. But Yonghong, I think, worries a little bit more than I do. I think generally I feel very safe traveling in China. But obviously, when we're going on the road, I'm worried about car accidents, because there are a lot of car accidents here. So that's why I'm very glad that we have the kids' safety chairs now for the car seats. And then, yeah, like burglars, or that someone will like attack us. That's the worry I have if you're camping. But hopefully everything goes well. I hope so. The pottery I went to in Yunnan, that will not be now, that will be in a later video. So I'm going to return there, and we don't know when. Our initiatory, our plan, our travel plan, itinerary. Our itinerary was first to Gansu, and then kind of travel a bit more north and in Shanxi. But now we're setting out later than planned, because we want to set out mid-August, and now it's September, so we might be going to like Sichuan and Yunnan first. So that means we would visit the pottery master earlier. And if we feel like we have the time, I would love to study with him. But it depends on how things look. But I think it would be amazing. And now we would also have, since we can camp, we could camp there, and maybe the kids could be there and play with some of the clay as well while I'm studying. Yonghong can document it if you want. Oh, turn the page. Thank you. Thank you so much to you and your husband. So it'd be really cool to study with him, but the priority of this trip are both for Yonghong to make the vlogs and then for my documentaries. And the documentaries I will post them on YouTube. I might, if I'm very happy with any other, I might try to get one into like a festival or something. I'm studying a documentary course and they really recommend trying to get into festivals, so that would be cool. But the plan is to stream them on YouTube. And then I have this other dream too, like in my hometown in Sweden, we have a tiny little movie theater. It's not a big town, so the movie theater it's only open occasionally, and I thought it would be really cool if I could like hire that and have a little, yeah, just a live premiere on an actual screen. I'm so glad you like Yonghong's vlogs, and I'm sorry for everybody who wants to understand who doesn't. But subtitles are so tricky, so it's gonna be split up. I'm gonna do the ones in English, and I'm not gonna translate anymore into Chinese. Wait a minute, Yonghong is calling me. Yonghong is back with lunch. Yonghong is back with lunch, so I'm gonna go. And I finished this one too. Where did I finish it? Here. So it's not very pretty, but it works. So I'm gonna go and have lunch now, and I'll see you another time. Thanks for hanging out a little bit, and I'm glad my camera worked, and I can do more live streams in the future.